In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this TRX suspension trainer right here. Now this is a homemade TRX suspension trainer right here, and it cost me 20 bucks at Walmart to make. And the cheapest ones that I could find online are easily $100 and more. So this is super affordable. Now the good thing with this equipment is that you don't need a gym membership and you can get a full body workout in. You can hit squats by leaning back and squatting down and jumping for jump squats. And with that leaning back, you get a lot more arc in your legs and in your squats. It's very different and very, very good. You can hit push-ups with it, knee tucks. You can really hit any workout you want. You can even lean back and hit some rows. There is so many possibilities, so many tutorials on all the exercises you can do with the TRX suspension trainer. And I'm going to show you guys how to build it in this video. So these are all the supplies you'll need right here, and let me talk through them. So first off, you're going to want 2 carabiners. Now I decided to go for these that screw in and lock up like that, but normal carabiners work too, as long as they're heavy duty enough. Yeah, you're going to want 2 of them. And then right here, this is for your handles. You're going to need 2 of these. Now I got a small metal rod, and then I just cut it in half and wrapped duct tape around each handle to make 2 of them. Now you can do this with a metal rod, or you can do it with a PVC pipe. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's not too big and it fits nice in your hand. And then for these straps, it's like a toe down strap for a trailer, and they come in a set together like this. And sometimes you can buy them in sets of 2. I found them individually, so I bought 3 of them. You're gonna need 3 of these, 2 of these, or 1 pipe that you could break in half, and 2 of these. Now let me show you how to combine them all together. So let's start off with this part right here. So the way you put this on is you go from underneath and you go up and over. So you got to hold that open as you're putting it through. So you press on it and then just push it right through, just like that. And you want to make sure that this cord is completely flat and straight as you go along. You don't want any curves in it. Then you just pull it through like this. And you see right there, it curved up because I didn't make sure it's flat. And then it's just a real pain to undo it. But I would recommend just undoing it to where it's flat again, making sure the rest of your line is straight, and then pulling it through. Now you want to get somewhere to where these are even with each other. So just like that, they're about even. And that's perfect. Now, make sure the rope is still flat. So you want to make sure the rope is fully flat out, laid out. And then from here, you have to move this out of the way, and you're taking this end and you're folding it back through the clip again. So you're doing it on top. This one could be a little bit of a struggle to get in there, but you really just got to try to push it through. And make sure you're pushing down on the button right here to get it just to push through. And this is kind of a frustrating part. Sometimes it goes in nice and easy, and sometimes it just takes a lot of work. And you see right there, I barely got it. And it's just coming up. There we go. And once you're through, then just press down and pull it. Now, you're going to want a tight loop here. So you're going to have a lot of extra string. This will be to adjust the height of it depending on what sort of surface you're working with. Whether you're working maybe on a tall tree or something and you need it longer or shorter, this is how you adjust it. But something around this size, not too big, not too small, will be perfect. And then while we're right here, let's put on our 2 carabiners. So the first one will go on like that in the hook of one of these. Not the hook part, but the whole part, just because you don't want it to slip out. And right here, this is how you attach it around a surface. So say there's a tree right here, you just throw one end around like that, put the other end both in there, and then you close it up, and boom, that's where it's wrapped around it. So you don't have to worry about hooking on and the hooks coming off. You don't have to worry about something being able to fit in the carabiner. It's right in that loop. And then here is where you're going to attach the other straps too, which I'll get in how to make next. But right before that, you just throw on your other carabiner right there. Now that we have this built, we can set it aside and get started on the 2 straps. So once again, because we're dealing with this, you want to make sure that all your line is laid out straight so that it all goes in there perfectly. And once again, you're going same as before, right underneath and push through. And just like before, make sure these are lined up, because this is how you're going to attach it to the other strap at the top. And then here's where it differs from the first one. Make sure your line is laid out flat, and you're going to take your PVC pipe or your metal pipe and you're going to attach it to it. Now I recommend, even if you're not using metal like me and you're using PVC, wrapping it in some duct tape. A few layers will just help with a little bit of a cushion for your hand. It'll just feel a little nicer. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to rotate it like that and just push it all the way through. Now sometimes it does get stuck in there. Like mine almost did, but I was able to fish it out with my fingers. But depending on how big the hole size is and how big your fingers are, you might not be able to reach in there real well and pull it out. So I would recommend using like a little pencil and just kind of fishing it out. And then you just pull your handle over and down. And from here, you want to make sure your cord is still flat. And then it's the hard part with this thing again. You got to push it right in that same bottom loop over the top of it. So once again, this could be a little bit of a struggle. There we go. And then you just pull that. And that makes your handle part just like that. And there is a lot of leftover cord. This cord, all the cords I'm using in this are 10 feet cords. I would recommend a little bit smaller than that, probably like 8 feet or 6 feet maybe is even good. Yeah, there's just so much extra left over, but it's fine. We'll tuck that away in the final product. But the handle's there and your other part's right here. Now you make the third one exactly the same as this one because it's the other handle. So you could just rewind and watch that part again. Now bringing back the other middle suspension trainer with the middle clip right here, not the one that goes around your anchor point, but right here, you just throw both of those in there, just like that. And then you take your other set, and yes, it does look a little messy with all the cords, but we'll fix that up in a second. And then you throw both of those also onto there, close it up, just like that, we're done. We're in business. Now all there is left is to hang it up. It's easiest to hold it from the top anchor point and let it dangle. We'll fix it in a second. But here's where you can hang it up on really anything. For me, I do have this pull-up bar in my room that I'm able to hook it around. But if you're at a park or traveling and you go to a park or something and there's a tree branch, hang it right on that. I've seen people hang it in the door frame. Anything that you can hang it from, you can, whether it's a wood beam, metal beam, it does not matter at all. Even a play structure, you can hang it on there. But let's first take off the carabiner from one of the sides, and that's where we're hooking it back around. And just like that, that's on there. Now these straps, to let you know, are rated 300 pounds per strap. So for me, I fall under 300 pounds. This is perfect. There are heavier duty straps you can get out there, and they work just as well. Now, before I get into it more, this first strap for adjusting the height of this, once you get it to a desired height, like for me, kind of this height around my shoulders is perfect. I'm going to push it through the bottom carabiner, just like that, and then back up through the top carabiner, and just keep alternating through the two until it's nicely tucked away, and then just do a little tie at the end. That way, one less cable out of your way. And then you can look at right there, 2 different lengths, and that's not a problem because this thing is fully adjustable. So I like the longer length for this. So all you got to do is press on this and then pull your cord through. And just like that, they're at the same length. Now, with the extra cord for this, similar thing, I like to just wrap it up with the top carabiner. It's not holding any weight on that extra cord. It's just there so that it's out of the way. And we could do this on both sides. Now it does look like a little bit of a mess up here, but it is perfectly fine because you have those, and that is exactly what you need. I recommend the short top and longer bottom so you can do the push-ups like that, because if the top is too long and these are too short, you'll be hitting right up against this top strap. But that is how you make it on a budget, $20 compared to $100, and you can get a full body workout in. So you don't even really need a gym membership if you have this. And you could just take this, throw it in your suitcase, throw it in a backpack, have it with you in your car. You can take it anywhere you want to go. Very lightweight, very transportational, transportable. You can take it anywhere you go. This is a really nice way to do it. So let me know if you have any questions, if you want a more in-depth detail how to do it. If you like more homemade gym items, let me know. Thanks for watching and try it out.